boy. I can't wait to sit down with him. He's going to be chatting with me in a bit. The hashtag still remains, man. It's hey man. Hey man. It's hey Amina at the Trend Live on Twitter, Facebook. Get on it. Coconut is going to be reading all of your messages. But now it's time for one of my favorite parts for the next couple of weeks, which is when we celebrate and appreciate moms. And then you also see me in Gitahi. We had a great time. We went to Nyeri this past week, courtesy of Geisha, as the hashtag Mama Nakuita. You know, we get to talk to all these moms, and you know, we get to have these stories shared on air. Your mom's story, and I believe that as you're watching right now, you want to talk about your mom. You want to share your mom's inspirational story, her struggle story, how she got you to where you are, how she raised you and your siblings, how you love your mom more than anything in the world. Yes, I know you have the story. So tag us and tag Geisha on social media with that hashtag Mama Nakuita. But right now, let's take that trip to Nyeri. It's all about thanking moms. Geisha has made us do the one thing that I think a lot of people do not do, and that's being grateful, just appreciating those we love in our lives. As they say, give them their roses when they're still alive. So let's head on over to Nyeri and find out what's what with Max Gitahi, all courtesy of Geisha. We are coming to you from Nyeri. We'll be still in the studio, but right now in Nyeri. So just follow the drift. And it's all courtesy of Geisha. Geisha is all about, you know, just celebrating moms, appreciating them for all of the sacrifices that they made for us so that they can be awesome moms. So now we're here to hear someone's story, someone very special. We're here to talk to Max Gitahi. He has a fantastic story talking about his interesting motherly figures in his life. Let's find out more. In Nairobi, they call them Mayengs. Anyway, hiya. Guys, so I think they're ready for us. You must be Max. Hi, Amina. Hi, who are these? Sasa baba, mambo. Hey, look at them. Wako respectful. Unaitwa nani?
Naitwa Dennis,
know you?
Derek, and Bianca. They are twins.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
How old are they?
Around 3.
Yes.
Okay,
and Bianca. Hey, what a fancy name. Sasa, mom, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Doctor.
A doctor. Ooh, that's nice. Work very hard and you will become a doctor. I love that. You were born here and raised here?
Yeah, I was born and raised here. Went to primary school in a school called Hill Farm, around some few kilometers away. Then later on I went to high school in Udaya Boys. Then I went to campus in Kenyatta University.
Oh wow, those are really very big and reputable institutions. You've done well for yourself.
Yes.
So let's talk about, I mean, the struggle with which you had to endure so that you could actually pass through these very respected, or rather well-respected and well-recognized institutions. So, ukazaliwa hapa. Your mom is deaf. How was that like?
It's been a challenge. It's been a challenge all through since I was little, especially when I was little, because there was this communication issue. You are little, you don't understand why your mom cannot talk. So it was kind of hard, but by the grace of God, I ended up learning, although basic, but we can communicate now. So communication was quite an issue, so which I think for any person, it's key in maybe kwa malezi ama something of the sort. It's important.
Only you taught yourself sign language, or was there someone who came home, or how did it?
Actually, what we do when we are with my mother in the kitchen, so we are just talking and we find ourselves. I'm asking because I have to ask maybe how do you do days of the week? How do you do the alphabets? Because the alphabet ni alinifunza. So
na yeye alisomea wapi?
High school. Okay, let me start from primary school. Because she became deaf at quite a young age.
Okay.
At quite a young age, and she went to primary school at a school called Tomotomo, School for the Deaf. Then after completing standard 8, she went to Mias for his secondary school education.
Okay, all right. So, Uko, are you an only child?
No, we are two. I have a big brother called Basilio. He's a clinical officer at a mission hospital called Madari. Yes.
Oh wow, you've both managed to do very well for yourselves. Your family must be extremely proud,
Yeah,
given the
yeah.
circumstances, sindio? So now, at what point did your grandmother now check in akasema sasa yeye ndo atakuwa guardian na yeye utakuwa anaangalia?
Actually, I would say from a very young age, when I was around 3 years.
So you just remember her all your life?
Okay,
As
some
being
bits,
a
it might be sketchy, but the bits I remember, the bits that I remember, okay, they are quite, I don't know if it's the impact that they had in my life, but bits and bits, yes.
Now, they've been there for you all your life. And, we were hearing about how your grandmother had, took you through school with one cow.
Okay,
Hebu niambie story.
That's real. Yeah. It's quite an interesting story because my mother was based in Nairobi, worked in Nairobi for some time. Yeah, she had to come back to, although she had some skills that alikuwa amepata when still in Nairobi and while still in high school. So when she came back, unaanza zero. So you are like, okay, ujakuwa ukilima, you don't have kale ka farm ulikuwa umejiwekea. So the issue was does she start providing maybe for her children, that is me and my brother. So my grandfather, and I'm grateful for him, akatafuta funds and got that one cow.
Okay.
That one cow ndio ikapush hadi ile kukamua, then anapeleka dairy, then whatever she's getting anakusanya, and then from other sources kwa mashamba, anafanya job kwa mashamba hivyo, then once she asha collect kila kitu, then that's how you can provide, and maybe also for school fees, especially for school fees, because that was quite a challenge.
Yes.
Because when it comes to boarding school, boarding school is not cheap, it's quite expensive.
Yeah.
But all the same with that one cow, and I should say my mother has this relationship even with the cow. I don't know, but I don't understand. But the way they end up relating with the cow,
Yeah.
you find that it's quite amazing.
Yes.
Ataiita ikiwa mbali. I know she's deaf.
Inaitwa?
I don't
Ng'ombe
know. Dhambu something.
Dhambu?
Dhambu.
Okay.
Ataiita ikiwa mbali, and it will come. And it will only come at her call.
Oh,
so,
yeah. When she makes the call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that cow, although sai, tulifika time ikauzwa because it was quite old, but all the same, it was such an interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's time now to just, sit down with the queens who raised you, the amazing women in your life.
Okay.
So, hashtag mama nakuita, sindio? So, ebuita mom. My name. My name is me, and then this,
yeah.
and then N,
Yes.
and then A again. Did I get it? I got it. A, high five. We're here joined by Mom. That's Mary, and Teresia is his grandmother. That's Max over there in case you just joined in. Listen, now both of them ni mom, Sindio. Both of them are moms to you. Now the mom Mary is deaf. Now we will try as much as we can to communicate. Max will try and translate as we talk about, how it's been raising you, by the way, Sindio. So Shosho, nilikuwa tu nataka kujua Max alikuwa mtoto wa aina gani? Alikuwa anasumbua?
Hapana.
Alikuwa anasumbua?
Hapana, ni mtoto mzuri sana.
Tulikuwa tunataka yani sasa pia Shosho tuongee na mom kidogo. We ask her yani how it's been, of course, with all of the challenges and all she had to go through. Kwa sababu iko rahisi, si ndio Max? So sasa hebu muulize.
One year. Nilizaliwa huku. I was not born in hospital.
This is where you were born.
Nilizaliwa home.
Oh, akwenda hospitali ndo nasema.
Yeah.
Yes, ndo nime notice ya. Oh, jana ni Shoshi ndo alimzalisha?
Not
really. Ni ulimzalisha? Hey, Max kwa nini unakataa? Ni Shoshi. Alafu akakuja nyumbani, muulize alafu akakuja nyumbani na wewe. Au alimkakuwa nyumbani bado kwa sababu alikuzalia hapa. Alafu tena ndo akaenda Nairobi, si ndio? Ilikuwaje kuwa mbali na wewe, hebu muulize. 1.5. Still breastfeeding? You travel to Nairobi. to look for work, look for money. She felt bad. And then she came back.
Then she came back.
For you? Oh. Baby is too young. No, the grandmother. Sure, carrying all the time. Oh. And look at Oh, and goes to farm. Goes where? Where is that? To school?
That was back in nursery. So my grandmother, my mother is in Nairobi. So my mother was the one who would take me maybe kwa barabara ndio tuchukuliwe na gari and the nursery.
Oh wow.
Hiyo part ya kwenda shule, even high school, she's the one who would take me maybe because I was still a small boy.
What? She can never leave you alone.
She can never leave me.
Yes.
You take care of your child because
yes,
regardless of your state ama her condition,
yes,
she's still a mother.
Yes.
Actually, she's, I don't know, all the normal aspects of being a mother,
yes,
she's there. I don't know. Either two, have never heard of her voice. Maybe that is something that maybe I desire sometimes.
Yes.
Because it's a challenge maybe. I told you about communication.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but all the same, she has been all the things a mother should be.
Yes.
Strong, as you said,
yeah,
resilient. She has been all those, despite even that challenge of being deaf.
If there was anything that you could give your shosh na kupatia mom, unaweza kupatia nini? In your power.
I would give my life. I would give my life. I think you can't quantify life when it comes to monetary value.
All right, well, Max, we can't give you everything. Where Butita anataka kuongea. But what we can give you is 30,000 shillings from Geisha just to say, Manze, we appreciate you, Shosh, we appreciate you, Mom. 30,000, yes. It's just, you know, our way of saying asante sana. Kwa ile ambayo mmefanya Shosh, umefanya kazi mzuri sana. Max is such a good boy. Amewaandikia andikia kule NTV anasema you have to feature my mom, you have to feature my other mom, and we just want to give you branded gifts as well from Geisha. Hiyo tu pia ni kusema tu asante. As you can see, Mary, mom, it has your name. Can you see it as your name? And then of course Teresia. Shosh pia iko na jina yako. Unaona jina yako Shosh? Sijui lakini iko na jina yako tu tukwambia. You can see you get some lotion. Unapata kashuka hapo. There it is. And it's all from Geisha. Manze Max, what do you say?
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
Asante sana.
Yes.
I have no words. There you go, Shosho Teresia, Mom, Mary. You know, it's a miracle, and it's so magical to just experience this love and the energy that's here. We are in Nyeri. We need to head back to Nairobi, but not before I tell you this. Listen, we have so many inspiring stories about moms, motherly figures. I read somewhere that moms, it's not about giving birth, but it's about the person who, you know, just enriches your life, inspires you and motivates you because they believe that you are, you know, you can be, there's a better version of yourself that you can showcase. So with the hashtag Mama Nakuita, and if you feel like your mom needs to be featured on the show, so tuambie at The Trend Live. So bye. Bye.